Once upon a time, in the quaint little town of Willow Creek, there lived a 12-year-old girl named Lila. She had bright green eyes that twinkled with curiosity and a head full of wild, curly hair that seemed to have a mind of its own. Lila loved adventures, but not the kind that involved hiking or camping. Her adventures were born from her vivid imagination, often ignited by the most ordinary of places, like her home or school. One sunny afternoon, after finishing her math homework, Lila decided to explore the attic of her house. It was a place she had never dared to venture, filled with dusty boxes and forgotten treasures. As she climbed the creaky stairs, her heart raced with excitement. What would she find hidden away in the shadows? When she reached the top, the attic greeted her with a musty scent and a flurry of cobwebs dancing in the rays of sunlight that streamed in through a small window. Lila's eyes gleamed as she scanned the room. Old trunks, stacks of yellow newspapers, and mysterious portraits filled the space. But her attention was drawn to a peculiar door at the far corner, half hidden behind a tattered old curtain. "What's behind that door?" Lila whispered to herself, feeling a thrill of anticipation. She approached it cautiously, her heart pounding. The door was painted a deep blue, and with every step she took, she could sense a strange energy emanating from it. With a deep breath, Lila reached for the doorknob. It was cold and slightly rusty. She turned it slowly, and to her surprise, the door creaked open to reveal a swirling mist that seemed to beckon her inside.
"Hurry up!" a voice echoed from the mist. It sounded urgent yet playful. "The adventure awaits."
Lila hesitated for just a moment, but her curiosity won over her caution. She stepped through the door and felt a rush of wind as the mist enveloped her. When the mist cleared, Lila found herself in a vibrant world unlike anything she had ever imagined. The sky was a brilliant shade of lavender, and trees shaped like candy canes dotted the landscape. Flowers sang gentle melodies, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of honey and chocolate. "Wow," Lila gasped, spinning in circles. "This is incredible."
"Welcome to the land of whimsical wonders," chirped a tiny creature that appeared to be a cross between a rabbit and a bird. It had fluffy feathers, big round eyes, and was wearing a tiny vest. "My name is Pip, and I'll be your guide."
"Pip, this place is amazing. But how do I get back home?" Lila asked, her excitement tinged with a hint of worry.
"Not so fast. You must complete 3 challenges before you can return," Pip declared, puffing out his tiny chest. "But don't worry. With courage, intelligence, and a bit of teamwork, I believe you can succeed."
Lila nodded resolutely. "I'm ready. What's the first challenge?" Pip led Lila through a field filled with colorful singing flowers, each one belting out a different tune. They danced in the breeze, their petals swaying with joy. But as they approached, Lila noticed that the flowers were wilting, their colors fading.
"The flowers need our help," Pip exclaimed. "They can only sing if they remember their favorite melodies. We must solve their puzzle."
Lila knelt beside a yellow flower that sounded sad and flat. "What's wrong, little one?"
"I've forgotten my favorite song," it wailed. "Without it, I can't sing."
Lila thought hard. "What if we help each flower remember by singing together?" she suggested.
Pip's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Great idea! Let's start with the first flower."
So Lila and Pip began to sing. Their voices filled the air, and slowly the flowers joined in. Lila listened carefully as each flower chimed in with its unique melody. They picked up the tunes one by one, and the colors returned to the flowers as they sang with glee.
Thank you, thank you." The flowers cheered as they danced joyfully. "You've saved us."
"The first challenge is complete," Pip declared, clapping his tiny paws together. "Let's move on."
The duo ventured further into the magical land, reaching a rickety bridge that spanned a bubbling river. The water sparkled like diamonds, but the bridge looked old and shaky. "Uh-oh," Lila said, eyeing the new bridge warily. "It doesn't look very safe."
"Don't let fear stop you," Pip encouraged. "To cross the bridge of courage, you must believe in yourself."
Taking a deep breath, Lila stepped onto the bridge. It creaked ominously, but she focused on the shimmering water below. "I can do this," she told herself, her heart racing. With each step, she felt her confidence grow. Pip hopped beside her, offering encouragement. "You've got this, Lila. Just keep moving forward." Halfway across, the bridge swayed dramatically, and Lila stumbled. Panic surged through her, but she remembered the singing flowers and their belief in her. "I can't give up," she proclaimed, straightening up. With renewed determination, Lila took a deep breath and continued to walk steadily. Finally, she reached the other side, her heart soaring with pride.
"You did it!" Pip cheered, bouncing in delight. "You showed great courage. Only one challenge remains."
They entered a dark forest, where the trees whispered secrets among themselves. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a clearing, where a magnificent dragon lounged lazily on a pile of glittering treasure.
"Who dares approach me?" the dragon roared, its voice echoing through the trees. Its scales shimmered in shades of emerald and gold.
"It's just us. I'm Lila, and this is my friend Pip," Lila called out, trying to sound brave. "We're here for the last challenge."
"The dragon's riddle," Pip whispered anxiously.
The dragon raised a clawed eyebrow. "To claim a piece of my treasure, you must answer my riddle. Get it wrong, and you'll face my wrath."
"I'm ready," Lila said, feeling a mix of excitement and fear.
The dragon leaned closer, its eyes glimmering like stars. "Listen carefully. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?"
Lila's mind raced as she thought about the riddle. It sounded familiar, but the answer slipped just out of reach. Suddenly, she remembered a story her grandmother used to tell her about the whispers of the wind. "An echo?" she exclaimed, her face lighting up.
The dragon's expression changed from fierce to impressed. "Correct! You are wise beyond your years, young one. Choose your treasure."
Lila scanned the pile of shimmering objects. Among them, she spotted a beautiful compass that sparkled with magic. "I want the compass," she declared, knowing it would guide her home.
"Wise choice," the dragon nodded. "May it lead you to many more adventures."
With the compass in hand, Lila and Pip bid farewell to the dragon and made their way back to the mysterious door. The compass glowed softly, pointing the way.
As they reached the door, Pip turned to Lila, his eyes shining with admiration. "You've shown incredible courage and creativity today. I'm so glad we met."
"Me too, Pip. I couldn't have done it without you," Lila smiled, feeling a warm glow in her heart. With a final wave, Lila stepped through the door, the mist swirling around her once more. When the mist cleared again, Lila found herself back in her attic. The mysterious door was closed, and everything seemed the same as before. But she felt different, braver, more adventurous. Lila clutched the compass tightly, her heart swelling with joy. She could hardly wait to tell her friends about her incredible journey. As she descended the attic stairs, she knew that her imagination would always be her greatest adventure. She had learned that with courage, intelligence, and friendship, every day held the potential for extraordinary discoveries, even in the most ordinary places. And from that day on, whenever Lila looked at her compass, it reminded her that adventures awaited her, and all she needed was a little spark of imagination to find them.